One evening, a young girl asked the lady telling her stories what tale she would share tonight. After suggesting several, the lady decided on a story from long ago about a wolf that protected a distant village's crops. This wolf promised the village youths plenty of wheat harvests, and it kept its promise for so long that no one remembered when it started. The girl thought the villagers must have really cared for the wolf. However, the lady corrected her, explaining that over time the villagers forgot their promise to the wolf, leaving it bound to the fields for thousands of years. Meanwhile, a merchant named Kraft Lawrence was traveling home in his horse cart when knights stopped him to ask who he was and why he was there. Lawrence explained he had been trading salt near a mountain village and showed them some wheat he got there, noting it was good at handling cold and didn't get sick easily. Continuing his journey, Lawrence arrived at the wolf village and said hi to the farmers harvesting wheat. He asked for his friend Yare and was told to hurry to see him before he missed the chance. Arriving at a gathering, Lawrence watched as the farmers celebrated, chanting about the wolf and deciding who would be the next holo, a title given to the last one to finish harvesting. Yare was named the holo and was chased and caught by the villagers, who then locked him in a house. Saying a quick hello to Lawrence, Yare was taken away, with Lawrence learning he wouldn't see him until the following week. Lawrence then spoke with the village head about the harvest, amazed by the profit from the wheat sales. The head thanked Lord Erhendot for bringing new farming methods that greatly helped their harvests. Despite the villagers' apparent move away from old traditions, the head mentioned that they still faced poor harvests when they upset the old god wolf, which Lawrence didn't take too seriously. After turning down an offer to stay overnight, Lawrence headed home, planning to rest by a lake. That night, startled by movement in his cart, he discovered a girl with wolf-like features emerging from the wheat. Shocked to see her ears and her howling afterward, Lawrence backed away. Lawrence can't believe what he's seeing when a girl who looks like a wolf appears and says she's hungry. She doesn't want to eat Lawrence, though. She just eats some dried meat he had. Her name is Holo, and she comes from the wolf village. Lawrence knows about a god named Holo from that village and asks if she's the same. She tells him she used to be called a god because she's been around for a very long time, but she's really just Holo. She tells Lawrence she was born far north in a place called Yoitsu. Lawrence isn't sure he believes her story, so he asks her to prove she's a magical wolf by showing him her true wolf form. Holo isn't happy about the idea, but agrees if Lawrence gives her some wheat. He does, and she changes into a big wolf, which scares Lawrence a lot. Scared, Lawrence runs back to the village and finds safety at the head of the village's house, where his friend Yare is. Yare tells him that the wolf is just a story they use to have fun at their festival. They spend the evening eating and talking about how Lawrence's business advice helped the village. Later, Lawrence is shocked to find Holo hiding under his bed. She says she can hide in the wheat and no one will see her. She shares her sad story with Lawrence. She was asked long ago to make sure the village had good harvests, which was very hard. Sometimes she had to make the harvests bad, and the people stopped believing in her. Lawrence feels sorry for her and asks if there's a place she'd like to go. Holo wants to go back north. The next day, they decide to travel together. Lawrence isn't thrilled about Holo wearing his best clothes, but he starts to think maybe it's their destiny to meet and travel together. As they leave for their next adventure, Holo playfully teases Lawrence, showing she likes him.